Hello Flight Simmers, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Frankfurt. We are here in the Asobo 747-8, which I have not been flying. I was about to say since a long time, but I think actually it's never. I don't think I ever had this airplane on a video on my channel. And reason, of course, is it's a Freeware aircraft. Touch pushback tire, yeah, sure, why not? And yeah, so I was kind of curious to get back into the Asobo 747, since apparently from what I've read and heard, it is not that bad after all. And I figured it's about time, since we have the good Frankfurt scenery now, to head on a proper 747 long-haul flight out of Frankfurt. I think it's the capital of 747 operations these days, which is super cool. So we should make good use of that. And yeah, we are on VETSIM, of course, since the last flight. Well, last flight, you might have seen it on my channel. I actually intended to do a full flight on the network, but I ended up not recording the departure for whatever reason. I think I just missed to hit the correct button to record, so I think it was user fault. But yeah, so I ended up only filming the ATC arrival into Copenhagen, which was nice because it was a big event. And I figured, yeah, it's fun to be back on the network, and I do hope that this aircraft is up for the task. Frankfurt here at the moment is packed, I can tell you that much. I loaded into VPilot, and I think it loaded in like 30, 40, maybe 50 aircraft just on the airfield. It's crazy how popular this airport is these days on the network. And yeah, it actually also crashed my FPS. So before I connected to VPilot, I smooth 60 FPS. Now it's down to 27. So I don't know, guys. Do you guys have the same effect when you load into VETSIM? Or is it maybe a model matching issue on my side that I need to figure out? Maybe I need to do some investigations in that regard. But yeah, it is not too important for now. We will handle the 30 FPS out of Frankfurt. I think when we get over to Tokyo, it will be a lot less, and yeah, a lot less traffic, and therefore better FPS, of course. Right. That being said, let's actually start out with Navigraph. So you can see this is our route. It looks odd, but it's actually very close to what they fly in real life, since of course they have to stay out of Russian airspace these days. So we head out over Eastern Europe, across the Black Sea, then over Azerbaijan, that is, I think, eventually into... No, actually not Mongolia, I think. We're staying out of Mongolia, but into China eventually. Where over Beijing they do, for whatever reason, and you see this a lot of flight radar, they do like these 90 degrees turns, which is super strange, and I don't get why, but apparently that's the way it is done over there. And then we will eventually make our way to Tokyo, Haneda, of course, this time. I have the nice, really good Freeware scenery for Haneda installed. I've been flying to Narita a lot before in P3D, since I did not have an Haneda in the other sim. But here we have the Freeware, and it is, I think it's much nicer one of the two Tokyo airports. This is located very nice on this sort of artificial island, with the landing runway on the artificial island as well, although I don't think we will be using this one. But yeah, this is all about 12 hours from now, so let's focus on the departure. Not sure which one we get. We might be departing runway 18, which is convenient for us on the Cindy departure. We might also get runway, I think, 25. Yeah, they are departing towards the west today, so runway 25 center might also be in play. But we will get this from the ATC controller, of course. Right. I think that's all we need to cover out here. Yeah, let's talk about the weights when we head inside the flight deck, and yeah, let's kick things off. It does look quite beautiful from the outside, I have to admit that. In the cockpit it's a little bit dark, but let's see, we'll make it work. Right, so I've imported this from the OFP, so straight from SimBrief, which is super convenient. 324 packs, a bit of cargo on top of that, giving us a payload of 57%, which is not a lot really, but still a lot of passengers. Therefore, zero fuel weight, 258.7 out of a maximum 295. So quite a bit of headroom. But then, of course, we are carrying 135,000 kilograms of fuel, which is a lot. It is really a lot. So this sums up to a gross weight of 395, it says in here. Yeah, so estimated takeoff weight on Silver is 393, which makes sense. Out of a maximum of 442. So still about, yeah, almost 50 tons shy of max takeoff weight. This aircraft is crazy. It is, yeah, so heavy when it's fully loaded up. Airtime today, 12 hour 40. Of course, staying out of Russia airspace means that the flight times to and from Tokyo are very long these days. I think on the way back it's even longer. It's over 13 hours very often. But now for the flight out to Tokyo, it's going to be 12 hours and 40 minutes. And yeah, that's what we have. So let's see. Pause in it. We have the GPS position that goes in here. This looks good. Let's just request the route. I hope it works. In the meantime, I will check out the departure ATIS for Frankfurt, which is Golf. I am expecting runway 18 on the Cindy departure. Just prepping my my sheet here to get the clearance. Yeah, runway use 25 center and 18. I do estimate we get runway 18 since we do have the Cindy departure on our flight plan as well. Tailwind component, runway 18 more than 10 knots. Aha, interesting. So we do have a tailwind component. I need to calculate for this, if this even works. Connection lost, why is that? I hope it comes back. Did it request anything? Oh, there it is. Winds 260 at 9. Okay, how can this be a tailwind component of more than 10 knots? That does not make sense if it's only 9 knots of wind, but okay, whatever. Oh, what is going on with the online services? That's annoying. Yeah, it's a bit cloudy. We could see this before. Temperature 15, QNH 1019. Recent showers of rain. Oh, that is interesting on VETSIM. All IFR departures report TOBT. What is that? Takeoff block time, I guess, at VETSIM Germany before requesting annual clearance. Let's check that out. That is cool. That's the first time I've ever seen this. So you load into the VETSIM Germany. There's a special page for this. VDGS even, Virtual Docking Guidance System. It automatically has my data, so Lufthansa 1716. The TOBT is the target off block time. It's the time you're fully ready for pushback. The initial target offering you see here is the 1x. Firmware update. Okay, so now it's 11:12. Is loading completed? I think so. I do want to be optimistic. Let's... 8 minutes, can we make it? Nah, we still... Nah, let's... Okay, let's go 25. We still need to do the route and the calculation, everything. Wow, that is... What is TSAT? Why is there so many weird things here? That's the airborne time, I guess. Interesting stuff. Okay, first time I'm seeing this. Very cool. Right. We have the routing. That is good. Performance. 259.6. Reserves today need to be 10.7. Cost index 80, initial 330. Right. Lex route data, request wind data, progress. Yeah, this is a bit off. I'm not paying too much attention to this one, to be honest. It's a Freeware aircraft, so fuel calculations are one of these things which tend to be a little out of whack sometimes. Although it is getting better, 6.5 now. It's so quiet. Is there still traffic? Yeah, there's. Right. It looks super cool. Absolutely brilliant. Right, so oh, that's annoying. Is the wind in here? Yes, it is. Perfect. Transition altitude is 5,000. Right, so we have the wind. We have. Should we get the clearance first and then we can do some calculations? Yeah, let's do that. So 122035.
Climb, yes, it's flight level 70, squawk 2027.
Frankfurt delivery, Gude, die Lufthansa 716, stand Alpha 54, information Golf, requesting clearance to Tokyo Haneda.
716 delivery, hello, cleared Haneda, Cindy 6 Sierra, flight plan route, climb by assist to 4,000 feet, squawk 2172.
Clear to destination, Cindy 6 Sierra, departure, climb by assist 4,000, squawk 2172, Lufthansa 716.
716, correct.
Alright, so we got 4,000.
Lufthansa Cargo 8265, ready for pushback.
Lufthansa Cargo 8265, expect startup at 1145 Zulu.
Oh, 1145. Oh, that's 30 minutes
Please
from now.
for 8162.
Holy
Cargo
cow.
8265, expect startup at 1145 Zulu.
Right, Cindy 6
Startup at
Sierra.
1145 Zulu, Lufthansa Cargo 8265.
Execute. So that is that. Then we have the squawk code 2172. Maybe we're lucky because
Station
we
calling, only static noises.
confirmed the off-block time. Maybe we are lucky in that regard. Actually,
Frankfurt delivery,
by the way, let's get ready. So we are actually ready for pushback.
Milano.
Lufthansa 804 delivery, hello, cleared Milano, Aneki to Lima, flight plan route, climb by
I haven't done the approach yet,
feet,
but in order, for the sake of time, I actually want to do the performance.
Climbing 4,000, squawk 1,000, Lufthansa
So I need sim brief.
On the 804, correct.
Right, so according to SimBrief, we have a takeoff
Delta 1657 ready for pushback and startup.
with no initial D rate, assume temperature 46.
1657, expect startup
Takeoff,
at 1150 Zulu.
10, send off gravity 25, ongo speeds 160, 172, and 185.
Lufthansa 402 is ready for pushback and start.
Lufthansa 402 startup approved, hold position for pushback contact 811.855. Bye bye.
Did I actually set, no, I need to set a wet surface. Hold on, so this gives us 152.
1 second frequency for Lufthansa 402.
171.
402 121.85.
185, like this. Alright,
11855.
so 185 in here.
Condor 8 Kilo, Yankee ready for startup.
Condor 8 Kilo Yankee, expect startup 1155 Zulu.
1155 moves further out.
1155 Zulu?
Affirm.
This is crazy
okay,
long.
shows me otherwise, but okay.
Yeah, I'm currently updating it.
Okay, so we have this set. Let's see, do we have checklists in here? Oh, we do. That is nice. So that's confirmed. Parking brake is
Condor 3 Alpha
set.
Hotel, expect startup at 1200 Zulu.
Lufthansa 716 requesting pushback and startup, please.
Charlie 8, request startup.
Blocked.
Lufthansa 716 requesting pushback and startup, please.
Hansa 716, expect startup at 1215 Zulu.
1215 Zulu, Lufthansa 716.
Frankfurt ground,
1215 Zulu, guys.
Gate Charlie 8, request.
Sorry to say, but this is almost an hour from now.
Condor 2426, startup
And I don't have,
hold position.
I would love to sit here and just wait for 1 hour, but I'm afraid I can't do, guys. I can't
for
do.
pushback, apron 121.855, Condor 2.
I just can't do that. Sorry, guys. Alright, we are logged off. We have our FPS back. That's also a nice side effect. And crazy rattling noise going on here. Not sure what GSX is doing to our aircraft. But I'm just seeing I haven't set the heading. 176 for the departure. Yeah, that is crazy. 1 hour waiting time just to get it, get the startup. That's simply too long for me. Unfortunate. I was really looking forward to do the departure on the network, but it is what it is. Right. So pre-flight checklist completed. APU 1 and 2. We have all the fuel pumps coming on. Center ones as well. We have, yeah, packs, well, coming on for just a second here. Beacons going to both. We have 1 and 2 coming to aux. Does not work. Oh, auxiliary does not work. That's not implemented. Interesting. Okay, then we simply do them auto like this. Not sure what will happen to the aircraft, but it will be fine, hopefully. TA, then we need to do something else I was just thinking of, now I forgot. Oh yeah, seatbelt signs. There we go. Before start checklist, parental signs. On MCP is set, takeoff speeds are inserted, CDU pre-flight is completed, trim 5.9. 5.9 is set. Taxi takeoff briefing completed before start checklist is completed. Right, let's go. I'm not sure if we... Nope, that was not it. Ah, there we go. So we need, looking at the charts, area 3.
Release parking brakes, please. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at
Right. Quickly need to restart Volanta. For some reason it has crashed. Does look really good. Alright, let's fire up. So packs 1, 2 and 3 are coming off. We shall start with engines number 3 and 4. Auto start. I don't have a wing view, so we have to do it like this. Oh, spinning straight away, so that's not a super realistic startup. Right, so either I have selected the wrong line or the config is wrong, because this is not holding point 3. Holding point 3, even depicted here on the taxiway, is over here, and this is where I intended to go. So I am not sure why we are being dropped over here. Or it's a push and pull, which would be strange. It is. Alright. Gotta love the scene though. Really, really nice. Okay, let's do the same procedure for 1 and 2. It's an awesome scene. We gotta give it to the sim. I'm actually just seeing, I'm not sure if we are actually good for Cindy 6 Sierra, because it has climb constraints, and I know from reality that the very heavy ones, so the 747s and A340 sometimes, they take the 4 Lima, which goes further to the south, and then there's a left-hand turn. But let's actually check in the flight management system if we can meet those altitudes. If not, I guess we should have notified the controller before that. I hope it works the same as it should, so we delete this one, but we don't execute. Giving us flight level 60, I doubt it. I highly doubt it, my friend. I very much doubt it. 117? No way. It's just 10 miles. Okay, so this is utterly useless. Anyhow, for that matter, we also could not have informed the ATC controller about that, and so first indication that I'm actually quite happy now that I'm flying offline. Right, let's come back here. PAX. Engine bleeds have been off. That was unintentional. APU is coming off. Window heat's coming on. Overhead panel is looking good. RTO, we have a flap 10 departure. Trim has been set before. We do flight control check. Right. Some crazy sounds associated to the stick. Right, that is done. If I have not missed anything, we should be ready for the before taxi checklist. Anti-ice not required. Fuel center config. Wing anti-ice switch off. Oh, okay. That's a nice catch. I would have totally missed that one. Fuel center config. Stabilizer's probably missing. Wait, do we not have fuel in the center tank? I can't believe it. No, we do. 5.9. So it should be on. I think it's correct. Stabilizer. Okay, strange. Really strange. Okay, I believe this is an error. I'm quite sure it should be on. Center pump should be on. Back to checklist then. Recall is checked. Track config is clear. APU is off or is cooling down actually, so that's good. Right. Let's go. Turn off in taxi lights. Parking brake. Let's move. Right, here we are approaching round 18. I accidentally hit the autopilot switch, so I can't get rid of this one apparently. Just stays there now. Right, we are good to go. No traffic around us now, so that makes things a bit easier. Inboard landing lights on. It taxis extremely heavy, needs a lot of power, but I kind of like it. Makes it actually feel like a properly heavy aircraft. Let's put in some power on engines 3 and 4 to do the turn. We need to run the final checklist. This is coming TARA. Before takeoff flaps are set position 10, so that's completed. And therefore we should be good. Right, look at this, the rain coming in. Looks properly nice really. Okay, we have the weather radar on, traffic selected, overhead panel is set. Let's rock and roll the 747 out of Frankfurt. Oh yeah, bit of weather there. It's okay, just rain, nothing crazy. Let's go, let's hope everything works. I have no idea, to be honest. Take off. Where's my takeoff button? I don't know where it is, although we are super close to the actual thrust settings. So 97.7 set right now, that is okay. We are speeding up properly. That's a long takeoff one. Oh, nose is getting up. We are. Now we are ready to rotate. Battling into the wind. Whoa! Come on, get airborne. Holy cow, that's a nice crosswind from the tail. Wow. This aircraft is quite wind sensitive. Try to follow the flight director, which is not an easy task. Alright, left-hand turn. Wow. I'm actually more fascinated by the rain in front of me. Okay, climb power, that seemed to work for whatever reason. Oh, just holding the altitude, we are really heavy. Kinda overshot this turn, let's go, flap 5, speed check, flaps 5. Checklist incomplete, I very much disagree with that. Let's get back on the routing. So I'm being honest, guys, I'm a little bit happy that I don't need to be on ATC right now. Makes things a bit easier. Flap 1, speed check, flaps 1. Let's try command. We are on climb power, getting the heading on track. 116 is set. Can climb higher now. Speed 250 at flap 1. Usually so knowing from the PMDG 747 in P3, I typically at this kind of weight I would expect the flap up back to be higher than 250 knots, that's for sure. But okay, we will eventually do what the aircraft asks us to do. So let's go flap up and see what happens. Okay, seems like we can stay at 250 knots. Now we can do the checklist, after takeoff checklist. So this has been completed before. And after take landing gear. That's a properly good point, isn't it? Wow, did I actually forget to retract the landing gear? Wow. It's such a standard thing, but sometimes I just forget it. It is crazy. It is crazy. Oh, we have an icing indication. And let's do engines to auto. Engine and wing anti-ice is on. We are climbing nicely now since the gear is retracted. What a major fail. What a major fail on my account here. Forgot to retract the gear. Holy shit. Holy shit. Okay. Anyhow, we're passing 7,000. Seems like we are finally on our way to Tokyo Haneda. Interesting departure, to say the least. Very interesting. Let's hope it gets a little bit smoother into Tokyo later on. We will now hit nighttime pretty soon, I guess, and then it's gonna be a long nighttime flight, and then we're getting to Haneda the next morning. So enjoy the cruise and catch you later. Hello folks, welcome back to the flight deck. We are approaching Tokyo, and just right now I actually need to go into direct here, since we can take a shortcut, and that's I was a little bit late with this one now, to be fair, but we can take a shortcut, and this is very much what is happening in real life as well, according to what I see on Flight Radar. And yeah, long flight, quite beautiful scenes cruising through the sunset and then into the sunrise eventually, just over China that was. And yeah, now we are approaching Tokyo. Everything is looking good, I have to say. At least during cruise the aircraft performs sort of as expected, so that all worked out rather okay. And now let's pull up some charts. So here we go. We are flying the Oshima 1 Alpha, I think it is. Yeah, the Oshima 1 Alpha arrival, which takes us, you can see, on a bit of a detour, but judging from Flight Radar they also take a shortcut, so I'm now direct to Wedge, where we want to be 8,000, and then we're headed into Arlon, and from Arlon we will be on the final approach into runway 34 left, which is going to be a normal ILS approach. And yeah, heading towards the city. Very much looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be very scenic, and from Arlon it's still 20 miles to go, so still plenty of space. From there, once on the ground, since we approach on 34 left, this is convenient for us, since we park up on Terminal 3. so the taxi will not be too long. We'll vacate to the left, then back on, yeah, I guess on Lima, and then one of the Papa entries into the apron. That's the plan. It's not the longest of all runways. Well, actually, on this airport, all the runways are not infinitely long. This one 3 kilometers. So for that reason, I've actually run the SimBrief performance tool, and that was quite interesting because it turns out that we do indeed need an auto brake 4 setting on a flap 30 landing. I would have not come up with this one myself, so I am happy that I actually used this tool now. And you can see wind 030 at 12, so that makes a 10 knot crosswind component, so it's gonna be a crosswind landing as well. And yeah, should be fun. I hope. I really hope. Because as you can imagine, I have, up to this point, I've done like 1 test landing in this aircraft in the sim ever, like since owning the sim. So I really hope it's going to be an okay landing. Let's arm the speed brakes. Are they armed? I think they are. Yeah, coming to 10,000. Let's hit on the landing lights like this. We will, yeah, we are on standard, so we can complete the approach checklist. Altimeters are set as well. Right. Heading through some clouds, but then eventually we should get a visual on the airport rather soon. Drag required. I think we're doing just okay-ish. Let's see, we can descend down to 5,000 eventually for capturing the glide slope. Like that. Okay, so speed is supposed to drop all the way down to fine approach speed, so I will intervene here a little bit. Flap up to 25. So 2 miles into Arlon, from there it's another 20 miles to go, so still 22 miles to go. Yeah, I think I'm happy at speed up, at flap up speed for the time being. However, after Apollo we're gonna be on the glide slope, descending through, or from 5,000 all the way down, so... Okay, let's go flap 1. Speed checked flaps, so 1. So speed is dropping back. And final approach course 337 is set. Go around altitude is going to be 4,500. Right, yeah, runway and airport obviously as well as straight ahead. Let's go flap 5. Speed coming back a bit more. Let's see, we have the localizer. Localizer is captured, and approach mode. Not yet. It's not doing anything. I think it's because the glide slope is not identified yet. Although from here we should actually start on the glide slope, so... There it is. That was very late, now I need to catch up. Bit of a nosedive, but we should capture pretty soon. Let's go flap Yeah, glide slope is captured, perfect. Now we can go 4,500. 13 miles. So we're still fine on flap 5 at the moment. Yeah, and just pulling it up quickly again. So in case of a missed approach, big left-hand turn. And then tracking out on 177 from the Haneda VOR. That's the plan. Right, guys, also I completely forgot to mention at the beginning of the flight that this flight idea actually comes from the flight request channel on my Discord. And I haven't picked any flight out of this flight request channel for quite a while now because I was so busy doing other stuff. And this one I found very interesting also because I've never done this flight before. And yeah, let's go flap 10 right now. Yeah, and it was actually, to be fair, it was not the flight with the highest number of likes, but it had a pretty decent number of likes. And since I was in the mood to try out the Asobo 747, I figured that this is a pretty good opportunity to do this flight. So big thanks to well, who requested it? Rising Sun. Rising Sun requested this flight. Thanks for the idea, mate. Hope you enjoy this one in particular. Okay, 8 miles to go. Final approach speed 145 plus 5 makes it 150. 2500 is checked. Get that, yeah, so you might have guessed already, I'm not on VETSIM anymore at this point, but I have kicked in some AI traffic, so we are not so terribly lonely down there. There's an awesome departure out of 3-4 right with an immediate right-hand turn, big right-hand turn coming back over the airport. That's really fun. I think we did this one, I once did a live stream flying out of Haneda in the 737. And there we actually did this departure. Right, gear down, flaps 20. Approaching 4 miles, so let's go flap 30. Speed 150 is set. Lights are all set. Let's call up the landing checklist. Flaps. Oh, it's already marked green. It should not be. It should actually wait for the 30 to be set. But there we go. Now it's completed. Right. Shall we do some flying? Should we go all manual? I have no idea how this aircraft behaves. So my aircraft, auto thrust off. Good old manual landing in the 747. Is actually making some noises as well. It's not probably fixed to the table. There we go. Okay, right on profile, looking good. Bit of a crosswind from the right hand side. The aircraft is nicely trimmed out, I have to admit. It feels pretty good at this point.
Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
A bit of an early flare, but there we go. Touchdown. Reverse. Reverse. Ooh, wow. Overcorrected there a little bit. Reverse screen, decel. Checklist incomplete, disregard. Alright, guys. Idle forward, when you're braking. That actually did not feel too bad after all. Okay, so we take the high speed exit to the left, which is not okay. Interesting. That aircraft did not want to turn at all. Let's try this again. Maybe I was still too fast, but okay. Nah, something is happening with my controls. Right, there we go. I do not know what happened there. That was strange. That was really strange. Okay, flaps are coming up. Yeah, so also in this regard, it's, I mean, imagine you fly on VETSIM and then, for whatever reason, I've not changed any setting during the flight. But for whatever reason, you arrive at your airport and then the nose wheel steering or the rudder is messed up. That's really odd. Anyhow, we will eventually make it to the gate. I'm quite certain of that. Let's control the lights. We can kick on the APU. And we will select stand. Victor. Wow, which one is... Where am I going? A little bit of a taxiway excursion here. Terminal 3 international spot 207 on Nippon Airways. Stand 107 coming up, and I think we are running into a bit of a Thai Airways party here. Oh, nice! Lufthansa company traffic back there. Oh shit, no, I overshot. Oh, I should focus more on taxiing, especially in this aircraft. But look at this, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 Thai Airways, one Air Canada, Lufthansa company 747 back there. And yeah, it's an awesome airfield. It's a Freeware. Always blows my mind. I think it's one of the best Freeware sceneries out there, easily. Okay, let's see how this works. Oh, run it a little bit too far. Parking brake. APU. External power. That was quick. Guys in Japan working very efficiently, apparently. Alright, this is coming off. Where are we? Beacons off. Window heat off. Fuel pumps off. Hydraulics off. AP bleed is on. That's good. Extra, yeah, since it's here, we might as well switch it on. Shutdown checklist. Everything is set, flaps are up, and parking brake is set. So this is completed. Right, guys, so here we are. Welcome to Tokyo Haneda. That was kind of fun, I have to admit. It's well, from the outside it kind of looks great. From the inside it feels, well, it's certainly far away from the PMG G748 in P3D. But I think with a little bit of practice, it is actually a fairly enjoyable aircraft, and so I'm actually happy that I decided to do this flight, and that is once again based on the flight request from Discord. Although the landing is telling me, or Volanta is telling me, 350 something, 354 feet per minute on the touchdown. I don't know, it felt a little bit nicer than that, but okay, it is what it is. Nothing to argue about, I guess. Right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in on this one, and next week chances are we will be back in the 787-9 in Microsoft Flight Sim, so very much looking forward to that. And I have a fun route planned for you guys. So yeah, see you back next week. Thanks for tuning in into this one, and I will catch you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.